Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm John, 242 marathon runner and certified England athletics coach.
And I'm Dawn, 256 marathon runner and certified England athletics running coach.
So it's now Thursday of week 6 of my marathon training. So I thought I'd just update you all on all the running that I've been doing this week. And that's it. I've not run now for 5 days. So how does a runner like myself, for whom running is a big part of his life, obviously married to a very keen competitive runner, running's part of both our lives, how do I manage being injured and not being able to run? Well, the first thing I do is have a growth mindset. I don't tell myself I'm injured and not able to run. I tell myself, instead of running, what is it that I can do to improve my chances of running a good marathon on the 23rd of April? I think I have a very expensive watt bike in the house. I can use that. I can get some good aerobic work on there. Again, I'm fortunate to have a gym membership. I can go and use the machines there. I can still do most strength and conditioning exercises that I was doing before. So instead of thinking about what I can't do, I think about what I can do differently and how that will help me when I eventually return to be able to run regularly. What is it that ails me so, you may ask? Or you may ask if you come from a different century. What's the problem, John, you might ask, if you're living in this century? Essentially, it's extremely tight hamstring. Because every day I wake up thinking, will it's not a big problem, go away now? Will I be able to stretch the hamstring to such an extent I can perform a running motion repeatedly? But it's frustrating when you have a fixed date of the 23rd of April, a fixed number of days before that, and a fixed number of runs and races you had planned to do. So as I said, I have to put that out of my mind about what I can't do and think about what I do need to do.
So hello and welcome to my Thursday. It's around 5 p.m. and I've got out onto the trails for the first time this week. So what have I done this week? Well, I've done 3 runs and they've all been on the treadmill. Sometimes work and circumstances just means it's easier for me to run on the treadmill, and with John injured it means we can still share the activities after work together. So I've done 2 3-mile runs, and on Tuesday I did a marathon effort session. The session I did was 12 times 3 minutes with 1 minute recovery in between, and I did it at, I would say, between 10 miles and a half marathon pace. So it went quite well, felt quite strong actually. Yeah, so the session I did was 12 times 3 minutes with 1 minute between, and it was at a pace between 10 miles and a half marathon. Felt strong and actually quite enjoyed it, but because it was on the treadmill and you can never be certain that it's absolutely accurate, we have calibrated our treadmill, but still you have to allow for sometimes the belt to slip a little bit, and obviously you're getting that advantage of the belt propelling you along as well. Those of you who watch the channel regularly will know, since really December I've had an on and off virus. I know it's been a winter where a lot of the horrible bugs have been going around, and obviously I work with children, so probably more sort of at risk of picking things up. It's lovely capturing the last of the light on a late afternoon run. You feel like you're getting the most out of the day, then you can go home, eat and relax. So the pace today is really easy, although I am tired, so the easy pace doesn't feel quite as easy as I'd like, but I'm not complaining because him sat on the bike there would love to be here running.
Oh, yes, I've been saying today, marathon training is blooming hard work, and there's a lot of you out there training for spring marathons. know, we follow many of you on your YouTube channels, and many of you who follow us and other people also training for spring marathons. It's blooming hard work. But I tell you what is also hard work, is yearning to train for that marathon and not being able to and having a setback. So as I said earlier, fingers crossed, it's a temporary one. We'll keep focusing on the things we can do rather than the things we can't do, and we'll soon be back in the saddle. And that is a metaphorical saddle rather than the literal saddle that I'm sat on at the minute.
Yay, carrot!
So we can see the last light dipping on us now. So what's your favourite time to run in the day? We watch some channels. Tim Gross, one of our favourites out there, he always seems to leave his run to the last possible daylight minute and often finishes in the dark. Some people like to get out really first thing in the morning, even before breakfast, running fasted. Some people seem to prefer mid-morning, that arc of the day where possibly your body and brain's at its freshest. Some people seem to prefer evenings with members of the running club or running friends. So what's your favourite time of the day to run? Pop a comment below, let us know.
4 miles out and just the 4 miles to go back. A nice 8 miles on a work night. That's 8 miles complete. So we're going to focus on one technical aspect when you're running, and that is going to be a high head, soft pocket arms, yeah, and high knees. Okay?
So here we've got Keith, who actually ran the first ever London Marathon. And the second was at Gillette London Marathon back there? Yeah. What time did you run there?
2:45 number one, 2:42 the second.
Fantastic, very impressive.
So here we are this afternoon having, well, I've been to a park run and John has been volunteering a park run, and as you can see we're both sat here in Joe's Body Dynamics clinic, and we are sat in the recovery leggings. I'll just show you.
And the great thing about these is you can multitask. As you can see, I'm editing this morning's park run video.
And I'm just enjoying the pressure of the leggings. I'll just show you the leggings as they're getting tighter. Absolutely amazing piece of recovery equipment.
So Sunday, after the roaring success yesterday of managing 1 mile on the treadmill without major discomfort, I thought today we'd try 2, maybe up to 3. So I started, felt okay, hamstring got a little bit tighter as I went on, but I was thinking 3's on the cards, and at 1.9 suddenly bang, sharp twinge right through it, stopped immediately, taking some anti-inflammatories. So now out on the bike, just getting some gentle blood flow through the legs.
So I'm 8 miles in to my long run. Legs are a little bit fatigued, having done a hilly park run yesterday, but the Recovery Pro trousers has really helped to allow me to be able to do this run today.
So the theme of this week's video is mental toughness. I've talked about the mental toughness of not being able to run when everybody around you is running. Another mentally tough aspect for me is I'm very much a time person. So if somebody could say to me, this injury will take X number of weeks to heal, and by X date you'll be able to do X number of miles at X pace, then I'd be fine. I can, blow current plans out of the water, but what I have to do, because I'm very time driven, is have different plans in place. and unfortunately with injuries, they don't react to my OCD of needing timescales. So I find it particularly tough at the minute. You know, I thought 1 mile yesterday, 2 miles today, maybe a nice 3 tomorrow outside, but you just can't control things like that. So yeah, mentally tough place at the minute.
So today I'm on a 20 miler, and I have to say I'm having to draw on my mental reserves. I've done 3 hard sessions this week, as in Tuesday, Friday and parkrun yesterday, and so the legs are heavy, which is expected. Some long runs just feel the grind. Basically they are a grind, and we have to go through the good and the bad. You have to be able to push through when it's not feeling so good, as well as enjoying when it does feel good. And today I can tell you it's a grind, but I'll just reduce the pace and get those miles in the bank. It's a grind.
So we hope you've enjoyed week 6 of our marathon training, a week of ups and downs as you can see. But one thing we will never do is stop trying to be the best we can be. So please give this video a like, please subscribe if you've not already done so.
So until next time, keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.